So what's the very best way to get whatever it is you want out of your life, what you're trying to accomplish, whether it's losing weight, starting that new business, doubling your bank account, bettering your relationships, whatever it is you're after, what's the best way to accomplish that and get it done like this? And here's the answer. Start! Begin already, right? Jim Rohn, the late, great Mr. Jim Rohn, used to talk about something called the Law of Diminishing Intent. And the Law of Diminishing Intent says that you're never more likely to take more enthusiastic action towards a project than the moment it's conceived. In fact, when you're hit with inspiration to do something, that's the time to go. Strike while the iron is hot, right? There's a cliche for every truth in the world. Because the longer you wait, the more time you give you to talk you out of doing it. There's a lot nicer ways to say that, but the Law of Diminishing Intent says basically just that. When you're hit with that inspiration, that's the time to just go. Don't spend a tremendous amount of time trying to figure it all out or figure out all the answers. Just move. Just take action and start. Because here's what happens. That action now will generate more excitement, will generate more motivation inside of you to take the next step, and then the next one, and the next one. And yeah, sure, you're going to screw up here or there, you're going to make some stumbles, fumbles, mess-ups, whatever, but who cares? The idea is to get going and start taking some action on the thing, because here's what happens if you don't. If you get struck by inspiration, oh man, I should really do this, and then you don't take any action on it, here's what happens. You begin to tell yourself all of the reasons why it's not going to work. Or worse, you begin to interview everyone around you who doesn't have the motivation to do their own thing, and they start telling you all the ways it's not going to work, right? Both of which are bad, okay? What you want to do, right, is don't worry about it. Just get going. Because the longer you wait, the less motivation you're going to have to actually begin and get started. I am fully convinced now that you, me, and everyone else, we have had any number of breakthrough ideas, million-dollar ideas, game-changing ideas that faded and didn't even become memories. They just, because we didn't move, because we didn't strike when the iron was hot, because we didn't take advantage of that excitement, that ignorant bliss that dwells up inside you when you go, hey, I got this really good idea. I should move on this. And I'll tell you something. In the last 2 years, I've been able to do some really cool things. I wrote and published a book. I built a recording studio. I'm recording an audio book. I'm delving into voiceover stuff. I'm doing a lot of things that I had, always kind of thought, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do, but I never just took action on it, and therefore it never came to fruition, right? But here recently, whenever I'm getting hit with an idea or hit with an inspiration, I just go, yeah, let's do it. And I just start going. And it's crazy how much really neat stuff has happened over the last couple of years. I'm very excited about that. I think there's even more to come. So the secret for all of us now, for every one of us, is to just begin. Don't get analysis paralysis. Just get going and let it unfold. And you'll be excited by the results, and it'll keep you going. And you'll see magic happen in your life over and over and over and over again. Because that's what it's really all about, right? Life's not a destination. It's a series of experiences. It's a totality of a journey. And we can make it whatever we want. And that's the dose. See you guys.